A cheaper product means you get a much juicier discount, but in the end you end up selling junk that arrives. Starting to work with China? Here are 3 mistakes you will definitely pay for. Mistake number 1, not discussing delivery. They gave you a lower price. You're already happy, the price looks great, it's awesome, but that's just the price of the product. Not the delivery, not the whole, let's say, scheme. Delivery might be included in the product price, it might be partially included, or as is most often the case, not included at all. You need to understand this because a partial delivery price, for example, only covers delivery to your carrier within China, and from there you still need to bring it to your own country. When you get the final bill, it can really blow your mind. That's why you should always ask the seller whether it's ex-work, FOBI, DDP, or some other delivery terms, what is included and what is not. Mistake number 2, you bargained for the price and ended up with crappy quality. How does this happen? The Chinese will give you any price you want, but they'll make sure it's still profitable for them so they come out ahead. That means they'll use thinner plastic, less weight, less metal, a less advanced chip. In other words, the quality will be lower. So in the end, if you don't spell this out, if you don't discuss it with them, you do get a cheaper product, you get a much juicier discount, but in the end, you're selling junk that arrives. So the price isn't what matters. What matters is what you get for it. That's why you should bargain wisely and in moderation. Mistake number 3, not ordering samples. A huge number of people have failed because they didn't order samples or test pieces for their first batch, especially if it's their first time working with China. So the most frustrating kind of saving is when you skip ordering a sample. You order 3 to 5 units of the product, have them shipped quickly by air to assess their quality and appearance because air shipping is much faster. Yes, you overpay. In other words, you won't make any profit from those 3 to 5 pieces. They're just for sampling for testing. But in return, you protect yourself from huge risks in your future shipments when you decide to order more. Because believe me, no matter how much you discuss and look at photos, the product in real life, when you actually hold it in your hands, can be very different from what you see in pictures from China. And that's very important. And as a final bonus tip, communicate with the Chinese suppliers, talk to them, but don't expect them to react or understand things exactly the way our own suppliers or sellers would. But clarify, ask questions, show photos, keep doing this until you have thoroughly discussed all the product features, the price, what's included, shipping, deadlines, and other details with them. That's normal.